truly independent? I know that we have claimed our sovereignty from the British rule many years ago, but does that really mean that we are living in a dignified manner? In a nation where manual scavenging is still a profession and many not having access to basic necessities like education and sanitation, it becomes at most important for us to question ourselves all over again about what does independence truly mean. And did our forefathers fight all their life for the freedom of our country only to have it fall into the hands of corruption years later? Today we are living in a nation where our constitution is promising us the freedom of speech but the government doesn't. And those who try to raise their voices are called anti-nationalists. Then what kind of independence is this? Independence is not just about making Instagram reels, chatting on Facebook, texting on WhatsApp and tweeting on Twitter. Independence is the day when a woman will be able to leave her house irrespective of whether it's a city or a village, day or night, without anticipating rape and molestation. Independence is the day when exality and terrorism will not take place under the name of religion. It is a day when illiteracy, poverty, gender discrimination and violence against the weak will be completely eradicated, and a day when corruption will be uprooted. Sadly, it is shameful on my part to be mentioning these issues even after 70 years of independence. Even today, a lot of states in our country, Kashmir to name one, is in complete turmoil and demanding alienation. Innocent cattle grazers have been lynched in broad daylight and nobody, absolutely nobody, has been answerable for this abhorrent crime that has taken place. Even today, we as Indians, we notice that we are being divided on the basis of color, caste, religion and social groupings. Then what kind of independence is this? I am well aware that our constitution gives us the basic rights, fundamental rights which every individual needs. But we still have to struggle to free ourselves from the social, civics and the problems that have a strong hold in India. Corruption to name one, which has made a straight way into the hearts of government officials. They are independent to perform corruption, but we are not to stop it from happening. Illiteracy being the second one, because although we have the freedom to education, we still come across illiterates all across the country. Crime rates have been increasing. Murders, rapes, thefts, robberies are all across in newspapers. And then we have some smart heads in our society who say things like it is an inappropriate behavior of women which is responsible for crimes like rapes to take place. And this is where gender discrimination comes into picture. And the cultural institutions from the Petri locality regions are extremely responsible for promoting this gender ideal behavioral norms, because of which it is not just the woman but even the LGBTQ community is suffering. Because of this male dominating society that we are so used to and we want to keep it going ahead, we are surpassing the women and the other communities as well. We do not have a say in majority parts of the country, then how can we call it independence? Is our independence only restricted to listening to songs, to celebrate patriotism, to watch movies and hoist a few flags? If that is what independence is, then it is high time that we take an action and work against all this. With a dedication, devotion, sincerity, we need to come together and work, not to make our country constitutionally independent the way it is now, but to make it individually independent. And that day is not far away when each and every person will not have any complaints about our nation. Thank you.